Hello, and welcome to That Magical Fam, where we talk all things Disney, including Disney vacation planning, park tips, Disney facts, and more. I'm your host, Liz Morgan from thatdisneyfam.com. Thank you for being here for our very first episode. Today, we're going to be discussing hidden gems in Fantasyland in Disneyland. We just got back from a Disneyland trip with our family. We had a lot of fun finding cool things in Fantasyland and looking for things that we've never seen before. So I wanted to share some of that with you guys today. Before we get into the hidden gems in Fantasyland, I wanted to remind you to follow us on social media. We're active on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. We also have an email list with emails that go out 1 to 2 times a week with different Disney topics. So there's so much going on in Fantasyland, and it's so busy that it can be hard to notice hidden gems while you're there. I know that we have walked by them many times without realizing that they were anything special. But the more you go there, the more you notice things and want to find new things. So we've been taking our kids every year, and now that they're getting a little older, they're getting really into the hidden gems and hidden Mickeys and all those kind of things too, which has been so fun for our family. So the first hidden gem I want to talk about is Rapunzel's Tower. I feel like a lot of people don't know it's there because when you're near it, no one is ever looking at it or taking pictures or videos or anything. Like, it just seems like everyone has no idea that there's this amazing thing right there. And so this is actually my favorite hidden gem in all of Fantasyland. It's seriously so cute and just magical. My kids all love it too because it's something that's easy for kids to see, unlike some of the other hidden gems. And my kids love the movie Tangled, and they know who Rapunzel is. So this is a really fun one if you have little kids who like Tangled and want to see some cool, unique things at Disneyland. So if you haven't seen the Rapunzel Tower, it's like a statue that looks just like the tower that Rapunzel lives in the Tangled movie. It's pretty tall, and you'll want to look closely at it. If you look at the top, you'll see that it has Rapunzel's head popping out of the top of the tower. And look at her hair. It wraps all the way around the tower, all the way down to the bottom. So this is really fun to see during the day, but you really want to go see it at night. I promise it is so much better at night because about every 15 minutes, her long hair lights up in this like light purple color, and the healing incantation song from the movie plays on the tower. It only lasts for like 30 seconds. So you'll want to be waiting right there and watch for it. It's just so crazy to me though, because when we've gone to see it, there's literally no one there watching it. So I'm going to tell you where to find it now so that you can go see it on your next trip and not miss out like all the other people in Fantasyland. So obviously it's in Fantasyland, but it's not like in the main part of Fantasyland that has all of the rides. It's in the area that's like to the left of the castle when you're facing the castle, where the Royal Hall and the Royal Theater are. That's like where you can meet princesses and stuff. So yeah, you'll want to head over there to see it. If you're having a hard time finding it, just ask a cast member in the area and they'll be able to help you and make sure that you're able to find it. So yeah, that's my favorite hidden gem in Fantasyland. It is just so cute, so cool. I definitely think that you should try to find that if you've never seen it before. And the second hidden gem I want to discuss is the Evil Queen on the attraction Snow White's Enchanted Wish. So this hidden gem is not something that you see while on the ride. So you don't have to go on the ride to see this. It's something you see from outside of the ride. So you'll want to find the sign that says Snow White's Enchanted Wish and then look up above it. There is a big window with drapes. They're really dark colored. They're probably black. And just watch that window for a little bit. And while you're watching it, you're going to see the evil queen open the drapes. She very slowly opens them. They stay open for a little bit, and then she very slowly closes them again. She does this really frequently. So this isn't something you have to stay for a while to see. Just kind of stand like next to the carousel and look up at it, and within like a minute or two you should see it happen. So it's not like the Rapunzel tower where it's not as frequent. And I just think this is a really fun one since it's like hidden in plain sight, but a lot of people still don't know that it's there. And I love that it's pretty easy to see. Like my 2-year-old and 5-year-olds were able to see this no problem. You know, when you're trying to show your kids something and they can't find it, they get so frustrated. But this one is big, it's easy to see. There won't be any problems with that. And then the third hidden gem I'm going to share with you is actually a hidden Mickey. I still think it's a hidden gem, but it's not quite like the other hidden gems since it is, in fact, a hidden Mickey. So I have gotten so into hidden Mickeys lately, and I love to find them. They can be pretty hard to find, but when you find them, it's just so satisfying and so fun. So this is actually one of the first hidden Mickeys that I ever found. I found this a very long time ago, and I still look for it every time that I go on the ride. It is on the attraction Peter Pan's Flight. It's not the easiest to see, and it happens pretty quickly. So you'll definitely want to be prepared, and you need to know where to look to see it. So you will have to go on the ride to see it. It's not something you can see from outside or anything. So you'll go on the ride, and then this hidden Mickey is in the London scene. So when you see Big Ben, follow it with your eyes so you don't miss it. You'll have to look back at Big Ben a little, and on the back of Big Ben, towards the top, you'll see a little Mickey Mouse silhouette. This one is his full body, not just his head and ears, like a lot of hidden Mickeys are. So, yes, next time you go on Peter Pan's Flight, make sure to look back. It happens pretty quickly, and it's kind of a weird angle to look back and see it. But if you know where to look, you'll be able to see it just fine. And it's just this super cute little Mickey on Big Ben. And the fourth hidden gem I want to tell you about is Peter and Wendy's initials. They are carved into a tree in Fantasyland. It says PP for Peter Pan, and then WD for Wendy Darling. And there is a little arrow between their initials. I just think it's so cute because my husband Adam and I love the Peter Pan movie. So it's just so cool that there's this little hidden gem in Fantasyland that's like dedicated to them. But this one is pretty hidden. Like you're not going to see it while you're just walking around and not really looking for things. So to find it, you'll want to take the path that's to the right of the castle when you're facing the castle. And you will see Snow White's wishing well, and then there's a small staircase after it. You'll go up the stairs, and you'll see a tree to the right. Look around the back side of the tree, and you'll find their initials there. And then our last hidden gem to discuss today is on the ride Storybook Land Canal Boats. You will not go on the ride to see this one. It's another one that you see while you are not on the ride. So I'm sure you've seen the big whale at the beginning of the ride, the one that the boats go through. His name is Monstrous, and he's from the movie Pinocchio. He has a big eye on the side of his head, and the hidden gem here is that his eye actually blinks. It is super slow, and his eye does not even close all the way, but you will have to stop and take a minute to watch this next time you go. And those are all the hidden gems I have for you today. So remember these on your next Disneyland trip so you can impress your family and friends with your Fantasyland knowledge. I'm going to share some videos of them for you guys so you can actually see them. And we have pictures of them on the blog as well. If you know of any more hidden gems in Disneyland's Fantasyland, let us know. You can send us a message on social media or send us an email. Let us know. We would love to hear from you. We would love to hear about ones that we don't know about so we can find them on our next trip too. And for more information, please check the episode description. We put some links related to this topic there. Or you can head to our website, thatdisneyfam.com, for more information. Well, that's all for now, and we'll see you real soon for another episode.